like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the make it.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
In motion left is Atwell. Looking to throw right away. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
2nd and 10 now. Caught by his back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Judy there to grab it. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He breaks the tackle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 31. His first throw in the Super Bowl is intercepted. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got...
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Browns push their lead to 21-zip already. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you...
Brought in inside the 20. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a small chunk off that lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Aziz Ojulari getting there for the tackle. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Back-to-back carries here. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I was so spoiled for so many years in my Seattle market watching the Legion of Boom do their thing. That's what I see and think of when a safety makes a play behind the line of scrimmage like that. They didn't just want to tackle you. They wanted to end you.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Hyatt with the grab. It's a New York touchdown! The Giants making a 1-score game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. It's the end of one in Super Bowl 63. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Tampa after this. We are back and just as excited as you are. Time to resume action here in Super Bowl 63. They have 2nd and pretty long here. And he's brought down for a loss. It's dime defense from the G-men. 3rd down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Giants football. 1st and 10 from the 41. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Here's 2nd and 11. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Go. Setting up a throw. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fair catch made here at the 30. No return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Play action on 1st down. Brought in right side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kid, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound, thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was 3rd and extra long, and now it's 4th and forever.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Giants are going to like where they start out for this drive. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Trying for the deep ball. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're throwing it. Buys time, rolling right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. We're going to have a stoppage here as we see an injured player. It's David Njoku, who's worse for wear following the play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Third and long for him here. Uh-oh, it's loose. Live ball inside the end zone. And he gets to it in the end zone. This is going to be a touchdown. The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
McManus on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He'll cobble together a yard there. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Browns looking for a score before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defense coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing it to start this drive. That's caught at the 4. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. They maybe get a yard there. Still can't manage to run it in. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And the kick by Folk is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Tyler Newman. So we are to the halfway point of Super Bowl 60. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Connection made to Judy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Looking for a throw here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Now we're on the counter. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gun, 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cleveland! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now here comes the New York offense. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Pass play on 1st and 10. As the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw here on 1st down. He puts everything behind this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. That one's complete right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It is caught left side. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Pass play coming here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Connects on the crosser. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The Browns are lining up to punt. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That'll bring us 1 quarter away from the end of Super Bowl 60. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down. From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be their football. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Here's a throw. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Here's 2nd and 14. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They're going play action. Judy there to grab it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. They are throwing it again. Dumped off to his running back. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants offense all set to get started. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 42. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's trying to push the field. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
A 53-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. 19 tight. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they'll get him down at the 7-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pass it down close. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Right up the gut. Is in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns trim the deficit down to 5. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on for the victory in this one. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Another carry for him. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He'll look to throw it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. One final shot here. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. And the Big Apple is about to get a big trophy. The New York Giants are Super Bowl champions. At the podium is the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, to award the Lombardi Trophy to the New York Giants, your champions of Super Bowl 63. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner, Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators, Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.